Pompeo calls on Lukashenko to release an American advisor. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo held talks with Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko on Saturday, calling on him to release a U.S. political advisor, the State Department said. A political strategy specialist and a Harvard University graduate, Vitali Shkliarov, has advised presidential candidates in the United States, Russia, and Ukraine. He was arrested in Belarus on July 29, before the presidential election on August 9 in that country, and charged by Belarusian authorities with organizing actions violating public order. Lukashenko, in power since 1994, was officially declared the winner of the August 9 election with nearly 80% of the vote against 10% for his main competitor, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya. The opposition claimed the ballot had been tampered with by fraud, and Ms Tikhanovskaya claimed victory. The controversial election was followed by numerous opposition protests, some of which were harshly repressed, and international protests. Most of the opposition leaders have been arrested or have gone abroad. Prior to the presidential election, Mr. Shkliarov was actively commenting on the Belarusian political situation. In July, days before his arrest, he wrote in the Russian-language version of the American magazine Forbes that Mr. Lukashenko's election campaign was based on populism and brute force. Mr. Pompeo called Mr. Lukashenko on Saturday to demand the release of the American advisor. The Secretary of State called for the complete release and immediate departure from Belarus of the wrongly detained U.S. citizen Vitali Shkliarov and reaffirmed U.S. support for the democratic aspirations of the people of Belarus, said a spokesperson for the State Department. Mr. Shkliarov's lawyer said last Monday that his client had been placed under house arrest. In addition to his activities abroad, Mr. Shkliarov, who was born in Belarus, in the city of Gomel, worked in the United States in the presidential campaigns of Democratic candidates Barack Obama and Bernie Sanders. In early October, U.S. Ambassador to the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, OSCE, James Gilmore called for the immediate release of Mr. Shkliarov. He claimed that the counselor was under extreme psychological pressure and physical abuse. Mr. Shkliarov's wife, Heather Shkliarov, is an American diplomat preparing for a post in Kiev. She expressed deep concern for her husband's health in a September statement released by U.S. media.